Welcome to Grandmaster or Bust. Subscribe to this channel, learn how to win. I play many games of Risk and analyse them here. I keep the videos short and sweet and get right to the point. I concentrate on progressive card games. Fixed card games are often stalemates. The winners are those who outweigh the impatient. Progressive card games are all about positioning and timing. Games with randomly chosen players can be very unpredictable. Those sensing they are losing will suicide by attacking the strongest or the most annoying. So diplomacy often is a component of a win. That means showing that you are a good ally before you betray them and wipe them out. But to get to Grandmasterdom, many people fix the game. They play with friends, use double accounts, construct traps in the setup, and choose obscure maps that they know very well, and limit themselves to one-on-ones with lesser players. I'm bouncing between master and intermediate at the moment, and searching for a genuine game strategy. One thing I know works really well, that is to analyse and predict other players' actions. I'm blue in this game, and it used manual placements, and one can predict that others will go for Australia and South America, and in this order of play, I thought Europe was the best place to go. If one secures the perimeter early, it is a big disadvantage to be the first to attack me. Bad players might attack anyway. They would lose, but so would I. None of the other players, however, are established enough to risk an attack. It is at this moment that carefully counting enemies' forces helps assess the risks. Despite my strength, red is weakening themselves, and weakening yellow for me. Now, take a good look at my position. Green could cause me problems if they moved that 14 to attack Greenland and Iceland. So I just continue building my strength and let the others weaken themselves further. Red and yellow are making this easy for me. And now green does something really dumb. They hide their main force in Brazil. So I ally with red to concentrate on green. I now have freedom to expand, so I grab most of North America, weakening green because red and yellow are happily beating each other into submission. I left yellow in Greenland to avoid red completely wiping out yellow and getting yellow's cards. Overall, I have about 10 armies more than green, which puts me in a very safe position, but not as yet a winning one. So now I take Greenland. The cards are so low at the moment that I really don't care if red takes yellow. And red can't see the point either. But it looks like I'm being a good ally. Green is beginning to get desperate. He knows that I'm growing quicker than anyone, so he has to make his move to weaken me and get ready for the cards coming into play. That 27 threatening Greenland and Iceland could be very dangerous. My European periphery now has served its purpose, and it is time to pull my troops together and start taking heads. Red should also prepare to move on yellow, but he is still in defensive mode despite the cards being at 5. This is when things kick off. Green's only hope is to take the attacker's advantage and weaken me, and hope red and yellow join him with only 4 as the bonus at the moment. It doesn't matter who takes me. But instead, he positioned himself to take yellow and red. If he'd counted my troops, he would have known that I could take him, and so I did, allowing me to take North America and Africa. The sets, though, have increased, and my forces are spread out and weakened, whereas red has a set and an easy victim. With yellow's cards, he might still win. He doesn't have enough to take me this time. So I'm feeling pretty confident that my counter-attack will finish him off. If he has a set though, I'm in deep trouble. I don't have a set. See how he hesitated there? He could have taken Africa. Let's see what the repercussions of that are. I'm very weak now, but he broke me up into 3 pieces, and that has probably saved me. If I had no set now, the game would be over for me, but instead, the game is over for him. It was a close run thing. Green could have smashed my early advantage, and red could have failed to accept my alliance, and if I hadn't had that set at the end, I would have lost. So the rules are: count the cards, count the troops, and don't block yourself from taking your opponents. This has been Grandmaster or Bust, telling you how to win at risk. Please subscribe to the channel. Subscribe so that we can survive.